Hi everyone, it's me today doing a solo video.
No, you're not. I'm here.
I thought you guys wanted me to do a solo video. I thought they were going great.
Nobody likes them. They're shit.
Oh. I guess you want Ralph then.
Yeah, Ralph's the best layman. Fuck off, Sam.
Alright. I guess we'll bring Ralph then. I laughed. Sorry, who laughed?
You suck.
Hello everyone!
Here I am.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a...
Venom demands that the real Layman talent is here,
Yes.
and here he is.
He didn't want me to do it by myself. I was like, I'm going to do this by myself.
We
but
saw
not today.
Venom. Holy shit!
Holy shit, we have some things to say about
What a
this.
dumpster fire of a movie!
Oh, wait a second, we might like it, we might not. We just got to make sure we get to the 10:01.
Find
Then we'll tell
out
you.
after the drop.
Okay, so Venom! Everyone was, I don't know what that was, but
Neither do I.
I was very excited for Venom, okay? And I was
not, but anyway, go on.
I was excited for Venom. Who wasn't excited for Venom, okay? I thought it was going to be really cool. You know, we saw some cool trailers, and then, of course, we started seeing some reviews coming out, right?
So this was at like 28% on Rotten Tomato when we went and saw it today, which puts it at the same level as Suicide Squad, just to
Yeah.
contextualize it, which makes it, I think, the worst Marvel movie by critical acclaim.
I think The Room did better than this.
The Room.
I think The Room on Rotten Tomatoes is better than this.
So we went in with, I personally looked at the trailers of Venom and I'm like, I think that's going to be shit.
Yeah.
I was not excited for Venom. And then when I saw how bad the reviews were, I'm like,
I was
now
like,
I'm actually
yep.
excited for Venom.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be such a dumpster fire,
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy
It's like
it. Okay?
it's like going and seeing The Room. It's like you know that you're in for a terrible, wonderful ride.
So,
I wasn't disappointed.
so
okay?
what did you, overall, what did you think of this film, Sam?
Okay, it's the weirdest experience I can think of in terms of seeing a movie. I thought it was fucking terrible in so many ways,
Yeah.
but I want to see the next one.
Oh, 100%.
I want to see the next one. Like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so excited for
Okay,
it.
this is like, okay, here's my take at the high level, right? This is objectively a bad film. Like, if you're a film critic reviewing this, you have to say this film is shit.
Horrific.
Because it's a bad film, okay? But it has such a good performance from Tom
yeah,
Hardy.
yeah.
And the concept is so inherently awesome. It's just so fucking cool that it just works. So I
Yeah.
think, like, okay, let's explain what the premise is for anyone that maybe doesn't
That
really
doesn't
know about
know
Venom.
Venom.
No, but lots of
Okay.
people don't know Venom.
It's made by a guy called Stan Lee, okay?
With a D. Stan Lee.
Stan Lee.
That's right.
Okay, he also made Superman.
Explain Venom, please.
Okay, Venom is this like biotic, like symbiotic bacteria thing. Gets into your skin, symbiotic bacteria, I'm sure that's the word. Gets into your skin, okay? And then he becomes you, and then he becomes this giant thing, and then like he rules your world. and
Holy
he's an alien.
shit! I couldn't
Okay?
imagine a worse way to explain
That's
the
the
movie.
way you explain
Wow.
it. Okay, and that's how you're going to be told what Venom is,
Holy
okay?
fuck.
If you want to know what Spider-Man is, tune in for next
That's
video, and I'll
right.
tell you what Spider-Man is.
He's a guy that has trouble with a cape.
yeah,
and he flies around the city.
He hates kryptonite.
and he
okay?
shoots white fluid all over everyone. You know, I don't know
Who hasn't
what's
done
up with
that?
that.
That's terrible.
Okay, so the basic premise is that Venom is a parasite that chooses certain hosts. He chooses a guy called Eddie Brock. Eddie
Yep.
Brock is a down-on-his-luck reporter.
Yep.
There's no connection to Spider-Man in this one. It's totally ripped out of that universe. It's set in San Francisco, not New York. So don't expect Spider-Man cameos. That's not happening.
Yep.
It's all about Eddie Brock's story where he's doing like some YouTube channel. Do you think he's a YouTuber?
I thought it was a YouTuber
Yeah,
at
I
the
thought he was a
beginning.
YouTuber,
I was
but
like,
I
oh my
don't know.
god, I know this, okay, that's
By
cool.
the way, this is spoiler free, just in case there's no, we're not going to spoil anything, okay? So
Yeah.
spoiler free, Eddie Brock, and then all of a sudden somehow we won't explain it, but the symbiote and also Eddie Brock come together, and then off we go. The story's on, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
The first thing I have to say about this movie is that it is the absolute worst when it comes to the
writing?
whiplash and writing.
Oh,
okay,
horrific.
It has these moments
Oh.
that in one moment are like super violent.
Yes.
Just like people just getting torn apart, and then the next minute it's like cracking jokes, and in the next minute it's
Yeah.
like deep emotional love story.
Yes.
moments. This happens multiple times, and I'm
Oh,
literally sitting there
God.
just being like,
There's so many times we looked at each other, I'm like, what is going on? But even the writing, like, this isn't a spoiler.
it's-
Some guy a kid asks a question and another character.
Oh,
I remember
God.
this, and then like another kid's like shh to the other kid, and then another character is like, "Don't silence her."
Yeah.
We're like, ooh, yuck! What are you talking about? Don't silence her. Who gives a shit?
There were so many examples
Horrific.
of just cringy writing where like the bad guy, it's his time to deliver the monologue of his motivations.
Okay, cool.
And so it, like he just sort of like basically stands up on a podium and he's
Yes.
like, here's why I'm a bad guy, but also why I'm kind of a good guy at the same time.
Let's talk about the villain quickly. Okay?
Oh, the villain.
We have
the
Thanos.
villain.
Thanos has made a new superhero villain bar. Okay,
No, the Joker, but anyway, keep going.
a Joker. No, not even. Thanos had like reasons, man. Okay, Joker didn't have reasons. I
Okay,
love
you're
the
really gonna
Joker.
sit here and say Heath Ledger's Joker is
Was
not
one of the best, one of the best performances.
the best superhero villain of all time.
One of the best.
You think Thanos was better than the Joker?
No, what I'm saying, two different things. Number one, Joker was one of the best performances ever. Thanos had reasons, man. Joker
So
didn't
did
need
the Joker.
reasons.
He just wants to watch the world
just
burn.
wanted to watch
This is
the
now
world
turned into a
burn.
Dark Knight
Okay.
versus Avengers
What I'm
critique
saying,
video.
I'm going to bring this all back. Ready? Here we go.
Take it
This
back.
guy didn't have any real motives to do anything. He was
Yes, he
just-
did. You weren't listening.
He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna, try and just do this weird shit."
No,
because
you
it's
weren't
gonna-
listening. You weren't listening.
He's going-
He had made clear motivations, but you weren't listening.
No, because then he just started wanting to like kill people in the hope that it might do something.
Correct. In the hope that it might do the thing he wants to do. There were clear motivations. They were spelled out. They were slapped across the face. And now I understand why they were so obvious with the speeches
He's horrendous.
that he gives, because it's people like Sam, and they need to spell it out. And then even then, still Sam doesn't realize what his motivations are.
There was no deep-seated understanding of why that villain had wanted to make those horrendous choices in terms of killing people. There was no understanding on a deep level of why someone would have to be a villain. Like other villains have come along and you understand why they got to be a villain. That's what I'm saying, people.
Agree to disagree.
Agree-
Regardless,
agree
I
to
will say
agree.
that the casting of the villain was atrocious.
Horrendous.
This guy is like 23 years old, he seems.
Yeah.
And he has no evil presence.
No.
He can't deliver an evil look.
Yeah.
He's just got nothing going for him in the villain. He's like the guy at the end of a rom-com
Yes.
where the girl's like, actually, I loved you all along, even
Yeah.
though you were the guy trying to help me end up with the jock.
Yes.
Like, he's that guy. He's not the villain.
More than that, like, he has just nothing interesting the whole time. I'm sorry, but there's not one moment I'm like, ooh, that was a
Yeah.
good scene. Like,
Never.
I'm not saying that he's a bad actor, but I'm definitely saying that he was so not right for the role.
So the villain sucked, okay? Michelle Williams, I think her name is. She was the girl
Yeah.
from Dawson's Creek, and she recently did that All the Money in the World. She's a fantastic actress, but she really sucked in this because she was just miscast as a love interest. She was totally wasted, really like uninteresting, just no real impact. And I think because she's a serious actor, part of her was also looking at the writing and being like, "Oof, this sucks." You know
Some
what I mean?
people are too good of an actor. They
Yeah.
look at shit scripts and they're like, I can't act that.
Okay,
Like,
however-
I can't do that.
However, one of the people that rises above that is Tom Hardy.
Tom
His
Hardy's
performance
performance
in this is so good.
absolutely fantastic.
Like, you don't care how bad the film is because he's so good in this movie.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I'd want to watch a sequel, just to watch him do this again.
I agree.
You know
To
what I mean?
see him thrown into those situations where he had to battle his own physical attack from Venom in public spaces was some of the best moments in that whole
it's fantastic.
in that whole
because
movie.
the thing about Venom is he's inside him and he's in his head and he talks to him and he forces him to do things while also asking him to do things, and they reason with each other
Yeah.
and like there's a tension in there and a conflict that really plays out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's so perfectly done with him. Like, honestly, I'd recommend seeing this film.
Oh, yes.
Just to see
I
Tom
would
Hardy
say-
do his thing in those moments. Despite the fact the film's a train wreck.
I mean, if we were to give a nice little conclusion, number one, it's definitely a movie to see. Number two,
No, I wouldn't agree with that, by the way.
No,
I would
no.
say it's a movie to see
If
at
you're a
home
no.
on Netflix.
If you're a Marvel fan, I should say, if you're a Marvel fan, it's definitely a movie to see. Expect a train wreck. Expect a funny train wreck in terms of just like,
it's so
you were
funny.
laughing at just at the ridiculousness of it.
You are laughing at it, not
Yes,
with it, by the
and
way.
expect terrible writing, whiplash at any moment.
Oh, man.
One moment he's Venom, the next he's just like having a chat with some girl. Like, it's just
Yeah.
fucking weird. But you know what? I can't wait for the second one. I cannot
honestly
wait for the second one.
Yeah, like I will be there on opening night for the second
Yeah,
one.
me too.
Because As I said, the concept itself of Venom, this parasite, this symbiote that like occupies someone and causes this internal conflict.
Yeah.
The fact that he is so bloodthirsty, and also, but Eddie Brock's trying to be a good guy and trying to do the right thing. The fact that Tom Hardy gives such a great performance, and the fact that it's in the Marvel Universe, and there's stuff that you could do with that if you really want to play with it.
Totally.
All of those features make it fantastic, but it doesn't say the fact that it's terribly directed. It has the worst writing, absolutely atrocious whiplash, and terrible casting.
Yeah,
So
so-
all of that aside, it's worth seeing.
What are we going to give it out of 10? Here we go.
I would give it like maybe... No, you can't give this,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
film
yeah,
a
you
score
can.
out of 10.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't, because you have to score Tom Hardy like a 9.5.
Yeah. Tom
And then
Hardy,
you have to
9.5.
score the rest of the movie like a 3.
I would give
Like
it a
three.
solid 2.5.
It's that bad.
Check it out.
Check it out.